Good morning, Balloon Fiesta Live. We are coming to you live from Time Flies, trying to hit Balloon Fiesta Park. We've been flying for approximately an hour and 15 minutes and have a great flight. We've got some great friends right over here flying next to us. Beautiful morning here in Albuquerque. We couldn't ask for much more. We hope you have a great day and thank you so much and take care. Coming to you live from Time Flies up in the sky, pilot Tristan McLean. Take care. Good morning, Balloon Fiesta Live. We are coming to you live from Time Flies, trying to hit Balloon Fiesta Park. We've been flying for approximately an hour and 15 minutes and have a great flight. We've got some great friends right over here flying next to us. Beautiful morning here in Albuquerque. We couldn't ask for much more. We hope you have a great day and thank you so much and take care. Coming to you live from Time Flies up in the sky, pilot Tristan McLean. Take care.
Live from the hot air balloon capital of the world, this is Balloon Fiesta Live, powered by XTO Energy, a subsidiary of ExxonMobil. It's the Siesta Edition. Live and direct from the home studio near Shreveport, Louisiana, and studios of Public Access Channel 27 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, here are the hosts of Balloon Fiesta Live, Siesta Edition, Glen Moyer and Lloyd Jr.
And good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Balloon Fiesta, a socially distanced edition of Balloon Fiesta Live. I'm Glen Moyer, live in Louisiana, and all the way on the other side of the state of Texas and halfway across New Mexico in Albuquerque, my good buddy, Lloyd Jr. Good evening, Art.
Good evening, Glenn. It seems weird to be that far yet so close. It does feel like you're right here, but there is that great state of Texas between us.
Well, I'm a big white guy in that little bitty box right there. Stealing a line
you
from
almost
Whoopi.
look bigger than me.
Well, almost, yeah. Stealing a line from Whoopi Goldberg, and I think it was Jumpin' Jack Flash. But anyway, yeah, it's good to be with you, even if it is socially distanced a little ways apart.
So this is Balloon Fiesta Live, and we have got a great show for you tonight because this would have been a glow night. It actually is a perfect night for a glow in Albuquerque, and we think we found one that we're getting a camera out to. We'll show you that a little bit later tonight, hopefully. But we also have got some great video of a skydiving team, Fast Tracks, that has put on fabulous shows for us, and those fireworks and a really great glow all coming up. But before we get to that, I have a surprise for you, sir. There was a very special announcement made today at the BFA, the Balloon Federation of America, annual meeting. I'd like you to see what happened today.
I don't think there's anybody that doesn't know who this is, one way or another. He's received multiple awards, including the Shields Trauger Award and the FAI Air Sports Medal. He's flown in 28 of the United States, in Mexico, Puerto Rico, England, France, and New Zealand. He's been on the BFA board. He served as secretary, vice president, and treasurer while on the board. There's so much that he's done over his more than 30 years of flying balloons. He's devoted his career to ballooning as a journalist and as an announcer. The reason that I want to recognize him this year with the Director's Award is for his perseverance in consistently producing a world-class magazine in the middle of a time when there's very little going on in ballooning. Glen has put together a magazine throughout this year that is full of information, great articles, timely news, and history. He kept the momentum going, even though coming up with current news on ballooning was pretty slim pickings. Yet the magazine continued with stories, education, information, pictures, and advertisement. Though there's not a lot of ballooning going on, Glen managed to put together a great magazine time after time. Glen's been the editor for both Balloon Life magazine and now for Ballooning magazine. I'd like to personally thank you, Glen, for your dedication and expertise, for a job that you've done. I think all of the BFA loves you, and we all appreciate what you do. Thank you, Glen.
Wow, Katie, I don't have the words. That comes as an amazing shock to see my picture pop up there. Thank you. I would be the first, though, to say that our magazine is based on contributions from volunteers. And so while, as you so kindly said, yes, I've been putting it all together, I couldn't do it without the various contributions, the photographers and writers and others from around the country and sometimes around the globe. We do sometimes have some international pieces there. Becoming editor of Ballooning has really been my dream job, and 20 years in, I'm still enjoying it, and maybe I'll get to do it for another 20. We'll see, but thank you very much. I'm quite honored, Katie. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Wow. Thanks, guys.
Sir, I take my hat off to you. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Well, thank you. I was just one of several who were honored by the BFA today. Many other equally deserving, if not more so, people who have contributed and supported the BFA. But doing the magazine has been a dream job for me. And as I said, I'm wrapping up my 20th year, and whether I'll get another 20 in, who knows? But my other dream job is doing this. This is my 31st year as co-anchor for the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, and for the last few years with you, Art, here at Balloon Fiesta Live. Those are two things that I can't imagine what my life would be like if I weren't doing these things. I just wish I could be in Albuquerque doing it as I normally would be. So we'll look forward to that next year. But
well,
thank you for showing that.
You betcha, sir. Normally that meeting is here in Albuquerque during Balloon Fiesta.
It is.
So it would have been really nice to be there when you were actually handed the award, as opposed to seeing a picture of it on the screen.
Well, it would have been nice to have been there to have had the award handed to me. I'll have to wait for it to be mailed, of course, but that's the socially distanced world we live in today. But no, seriously, it was quite an honor. I had no clue. Katie just completely blew my socks off. I was completely shocked. And it was quite an honor, and I thank her very, very much. Katie's been a great board member to work with, and we've become good friends over the years. And I'm very honored, and it's great to know that people appreciate the work that you do.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, and congratulations again. By the way, there is more about that whole section available on the BFA Facebook page. Glen talked greatly about Balloon Fiesta Live here, and even Mark West, the president of BFA, talked about our show as well, and he even teased a segment that's coming up later this week that we'll just move on and tell you about it a little bit later. But I mentioned this was a glow. This is a glow night, and we started a few years ago. Oh, in fact, we have a glow going on live. So here it is out on the west side of Albuquerque, near where a lot of us take off. So we have about, I think we've been told about 12 balloons that have popped up out at, well, let's just say on the west side. I heard this morning where there were balloons that were lots of spectators, and that's really not what we're about. If you drive by it and see it, great. Enjoy it here on Balloon Fiesta Live, but we've got about 12 balloons out on the west side. I'll tell you that it's along Unser in Rio Rancho, and that's as close as I'll tell you, I guess.
Yeah, and let me give a quick kudos out to my very good friend, former crew member of mine, and congratulations to him for having recently passed his check ride and finally gotten his balloon pilot's license. Joey Scarpinato is out there with Michael Scott from Oklahoma City, one of our usual Dawn Patrol suspects, and Joey's the one that clued us into that happening this evening, and so thanks to him for letting us know about it. We were able to get a camera out there to show you a live glow tonight.
There it is. But we also have some video, and of course our glow nights for the last few years have actually started with a skydive with a huge American flag. So let's take a look at how it looked last year.
Here we go.
Look at that, Our helmet cam, they are just about ready. There's the whole team there. Yep. So we're watching Fast Tracks. They are now 1 minute away, moving into position. We're going to have 4 jumpers come out of the plane. And we will see a huge American flag.
We will.
5,000 square foot of flag.
I just love this view. This is so awesome to be right there in the aircraft with them as they exit. It reminds me. So they're looking down, lining up the field.
And we can see,
there
goes number 1.
One's away.
And there's number 2.
Number 3 gives a
thumbs
up.
We can
3
see that
is
as
away.
well.
And of course the 4th jumper and he is away, looking back up at the airplane, carrying that helmet cam for us, and we get to see the entire show via the helmet cam, which is a great thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 good shoots.
So we're going to be watching up as well as trying to watch the camera feed.
Yeah, it's
like
kind
it's up and down and up and down.
Last night when we were watching their pyrotechnics jump, I had a hard time. I wanted to look up and see what was going on, and there is the flag just being unfurled. Look at that.
5,000 square feet of freedom.
That's
from
a big flag.
Fast Track ground. Larry Compton is flying the flag in for us. Larry's a 2-time world record holder for flying the largest flag under canopy by a single person.
And this is not it.
This is not it. This
bigger
is the
flags.
small flag for them.
My
yeah,
goodness.
can you imagine?
Wow.
He's a 7-year veteran of the team. He has more than 6,500 skydives. The second jumper out was Nate Moore. Nate is going to turn on some daytime smoke for us to see. He's also a 7-year veteran of the team with more than 5,000 skydives, retired from the United States Army.
Wonder if he was a member of the Golden Knights at any one time. I'd have to find out.
Might have been. Look how close they're flying to each other tonight.
Well, and one of the jumpers is trailing, looks like red, white, and blue streamers The one that just made the left-hand turn there, I guess he's the lead of the first three.
That would be Kevin Engel. He has, he also has the red, white, and blue streamers as well. He's a 5-year veteran, more than 2,500 skydives, and a retired Army Command Sergeant
There's
Major.
a nice view with the jumpers here. There's the smoke on, and then there's the aircraft circling down out wide of them, obviously.
And of course, we're getting a great shot as they keep. Dimitria Dadik is the one carrying the helmet cam for us. So they're looking down. There's the balloon field. Hi.
I don't think they can hear us just yet.
Not yet. Yeah, so there's the red, white, and blue smoke.
Yep.
And there looks like the regular smoke, the daytime smoke from the one that's trailing. And the one that's right there by the flag, that's the helmet cam. We can tell by the view we see.
So he's actually just a little bit higher than the other three jumpers because he's looking down on them so that we can see the flag.
There's a great shot of the smoke from the helmet cam.
Tricolor smoke. That's awfully impressive.
Red, white, and blue to go along with 5,000 square feet of freedom, as they call it.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fast Track Skydiving Team with bringing our flag in the national anthem.
What an awesome show. Interesting to see that he cuts loose the flag just as it lands. I guess it's a little bit too large for him to actually try and have a controlled landing with that much drag on his leg.
Hey, so why don't you tell folks how a balloon glow works while I check in with our assistant balloon maestro over here and see if we're ready to go.
Yeah, well, as you can see from the feed there, we have most of the balloons are inflated. And if you've never done a balloon glow before, it's really quite simple. We stand the balloons up. So people always ask, someone who is new to this, always ask, well, when are the balloons going to fly? We don't fly the balloons for a balloon glow. We stand all the balloons up. We let twilight set in. We let it get dark. That's why we're doing this right around sunset. And once the sun sets down, the pilots, we have two burners on our balloons. One, the main blast valve, produces a very tall, thank you for the sound effects, a very tall, thin, bright blue flame with a lot of power to it, and that's what we fly off of. But we can also, and we burn the propane in that case as a gas, but we can also burn the propane just as a flat liquid and with what we call a glow valve or fire tube. It has different names depending on the manufacturer.
Everybody's got to have a different name.
Everybody's got a name, yeah. And so that uses the propane, though, as a gas, and that produces a very ugly, ragged, bright yellow flame, but it's perfect for lighting the balloon up when it turns dark. And you use that flame, that big, ugly, yellow, ragged flame, it creates a lot of light. Not so much heat and power like we would use to fly, but it's perfect for glowing the balloons. And when we do that and you hit that burner, the balloons literally light up like a giant light bulb. I think we're about ready to start the show with our first twinkle burn.
So I think what we want to do is we're going to have Cannon do a full blast, the Cannon balloon, Johnny Petrin out there. That's what he told me here. Cannon's going to do a nice solid burn. While he's doing that, we're going to go into a countdown for a twinkle burn from everybody else.
Huge.
Here's the Cannon burn.
Okay.
So Cannon is all lit up. And so a solid burn from Cannon, and then we'll be starting the twinkle of everyone else.
Burn.
Twinkle burn.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twinkle burn.
Ah, that looks nice.
It's awesome to be able to see both what's happening on our feed and see the other balloons live at the same time.
It's only going to get better as it gets darker.
It gets darker, yeah.
Yep.
And again, for those that are watching the feed, it looks brighter on the feed than it truly is. That's just an issue of camera technology, because trust me, it's not nearly as light as that monitor picture looks.
Yeah, look at this shot right up from the banner, looking up into the balloon, and there's what a twinkle burn looks like.
Yep.
Yep. Your wrist really gets a workout on twinkle burns or flicker burns. You guys ready for another glow? Okay, let's try an all burn if we could. So an all burn here. You ready? Here we go. All burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn.
Now we're cooking with gas. Look at that.
Propane, but that's a gas.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to the crowd.
Yeah, so a couple of people have already commented on Facebook saying, man, the crowd's really into it tonight. They
And
really
look
are.
at all the camera phones in the shot as well. We're going to try some things that we haven't done here in a while.
Okay.
Normally we've done, you know, all burns and twinkle burns,
Right.
which you've seen.
Yeah.
But Maury Sullivan over here and Tom Bueno are thinking we're going to do a wave balloon.
A wave burned.
A wave burn, so we're going to kind of, instead of everybody at the same time or everybody twinkling and flicking,
Yeah.
we're going to do this by row. Which end are you
Okay.
going to start at?
We can always reverse it.
We're going to start in row A, so that's down here at the south end of the field. South
right
end of the
on our
field, we're
end,
going to
yes.
work our way north. So this is going to be a wave. We're going to try and start down here at the row A, far south end of the field, and work our way to the north.
So here we go.
Row A coming up in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Row A. A, light them up. A. And now
Row-
B.
Yeah. Row B. Row
All
B's catching
right.
on.
Here we go. Row C.
Row C. There we go. Working our way down.
Row
Row
D. Up next is row E. Practicing our alphabet here.
Yeah. Hope I can remember it.
Row F. All righty. G.
G.
From G we go to row H.
H.
From row H, I.
Row I.
J.
J. Yeah, we're checking our cheat sheets.
Row K.
K.
Row L.
How many rows do we have?
Row M.
Does anybody know how many rows we have? I don't.
Row N. Row O.
O.
Row P.
Row
Row
Q.
Q. Row R. Row S. Row T. Row U. Row V. And row W. Hey, what a great job. Wow, all righty.
Okay. Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
those are always fun. Oh, they're all twinkling away for us. They heard you say twinkle, I think. They heard you say twinkle.
Yeah, so they're celebrating the successful wave.
Do you remember that, how crazy that was?
You know, I had forgotten that, but I can only say thank goodness we didn't try to come back the other way. I don't think either one of us would have got through the alphabet in reverse.
No, we're sitting here chatting, and we called row I, and turns out there is no row I. But hey, you know, what's really cool is they don't have to worry about that out there on the west side of Albuquerque tonight. Here's a live picture of a dozen balloons or so out there. They don't have to worry about anybody calling out the deals. Are they doing a wave or a flicker? They probably are talking among themselves about it, but they are all set up out there doing their own glow tonight. It's just a gorgeous night here in Albuquerque for a glow, and so we would have had a fabulous one on the field had we been actually doing our 2020 event. I'm waiting for them to do an all burn here.
Yeah, I was going to say, normally I've done a few of these pop-up glows in my day, and usually we do end up with getting, you know, somebody plays either Glen or Art on the radio and, you know, and calls some all burns and twinkle burns between the pilots. So
there they go. I actually get to, you probably do too with some of the locals that you do. When we do them around Christmas time here, I'll get on the radio and call the glows here. And so, yeah. But, yeah, some great.
A quick a real quick funny story about similar to that. We used to fly practice competition here locally with our group of 6, 8, 10 pilots, whatever we had in the area. And what happened one time is I was one of the last in the group, and I'm flying into the target. And my good friend Pat Harwell gets on the radio, and he starts playing me. Here comes Glen Moyer. He's coming to the target, and is he going to make it? and I got totally rattled, and I never realized the impact that you and I have when we do that to pilots in competition. And so I reached over and finally had to shut off the radio so I could fly my balloon.
That's fun.
It was funny.
That's fun. So again, we're showing live pictures tonight here of a little pop-up glow out on the west side. We're showing highlight videos throughout all of our shows here. Most of our viewers have figured it out and are keeping the newbies to the feed up to date on what's going on here as well. So thanks for helping us out on that. We are interacting with you on our YouTube and Facebook channels. Feel free to comment, ask questions, all those kinds of things. We're paying attention to that just as much as we are, in fact, more so, because we don't have to worry about talking every single second of the show.
Well, and we're also not doing, I was thinking as we were watching Team Fast Tracks come in, remembering last year when we're up on the rooftop studio, we were, craning up to see them above us and then looking back down at the monitor to see what was going on and then looking back up and then back down. We don't have to mess with that tonight. We can just watch it on the monitors like everybody else.
It's all right here. And again, you mentioned Team Fast Track. It was one of the board of directors, members of the board of directors of Balloon Fiesta, who worked tirelessly to make that connection and bring them in. He is now the president of the board of directors of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, Matt Guthrie, and he joins us live in the studio tonight. Good evening, Matt. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Art. Nice to be here. Hello, Glenn.
Hi, Art. Hi, Art. Hi, Matt.
We got him trained really well. So, Matt, tell us about Team Fast Tracks. What was the deal? How did that all come about? Why did you bring them in? What's the deal with that?
Well, I looked at several parachute teams around the country, and being in the parachute business from an aerospace standpoint on my day job, I started talking to a lot of the parachute people around the country, and Team Fast Track's name kept coming up as one of the best performance teams around. And so I got in touch with them, and they sent us videos, they sent us proposals, and I presented it to the board, and it was something new, something a little bit different. And they decided to take a chance on it, and wow, what a team they are. They're out of Middletown, Ohio, made up of both veterans and non-veterans. They dedicate every flight, every jump to a fallen service member, and just the utmost of respect for our country and our flag, and what a great group of individuals to have associated with the Balloon Fiesta.
And Matt, Art just stole my question. I was going to ask essentially the same thing, so I'll backtrack here. But what, in your eyes and from the board's perspective, the first year that the team came in and provided the jumps, what was the immediate reaction? Obviously, it must have been good because we brought them back for a second year, and I assume perhaps more into the future. But what was the aspect? What was the reaction to this aspect of a new event, a new part of our evening shows out at Balloon Fiesta Park?
Well, there's always a little apprehension with something new, but as soon as they left the plane and as soon as that first flag came out and they heard the crowd, it was an immediate crowd pleaser, and the board was thrilled. And by the end of the week, we knew they were coming back the next year.
What is it about them, about bringing in acts or other groups like this? I mean, we have music groups, people on the stage, we have the Fast Tracks team now, we've got all these other things that aren't really balloons out at Balloon Fiesta. What's the thinking behind doing that?
Well, you got to have entertainment. People love to be entertained. There's so much good food out on the field. You want to give people time to have a sampling of everything they can possibly eat, and just make a day of it, to be out, to be entertained, to see something new, something that they can take pictures of and go home and go, wow, that was something I've never seen before, or that was really fun, or that was really spectacular. And you get a team like Team Fast Tracks that just interacts with the crowd so well. They'll walk the jump line, they'll interact with the kids. They spent time down at the Balloon Discovery Center, autographs, posters, pictures. They were immediate rock stars with the crowd.
And I assume they were prepared to come back this year?
They were prepared to come back this year.
And Matt, I may be jumping ahead of a discussion we might have a little later in the week, but we've been concentrating a lot in these first few broadcasts this weekend about the withdrawal symptoms that we know balloonists around the world are having to there not being a balloon fiesta, and so many who actually traveled to Albuquerque to put on some flights and things this weekend anyway. But I'm curious, as a resident of Albuquerque, I know I stay over the final Sunday night and leave Monday morning, and it seems like Albuquerque is a ghost town by the time that I leave on the Monday after Fiesta. What has the city's reaction been like? What are the local folks thinking in this year when there is no Balloon Fiesta? Normally the city would be overflowing with all these visitors there. How is Albuquerque different this year?
Well, the first thing you notice is there's not as much traffic, but the people are hungry for balloon activities. So during Lifting Spirits this weekend, I flew yesterday, and flying over neighborhoods, the people come out, their smiles, they're glad to see you. It's something back to the norm that they're wanting to see. And it was dubbed that Balloon Fiesta is like comfort food to the people of Albuquerque. And so they really long for that. And this year they're missing it a little bit.
And what's a good thing, I guess, is the fact that balloonists have really kind of stepped up. I mean, to go out on their own dime to put up a glow tonight, you know, outside a hospital on the west side. Everybody's flying on their own throughout the week, all the Lifting Spirits. Many of them are taking those essential workers, those first responder types of folks with them. So the ballooning community really has gotten behind this whole Lifting Spirits idea. And it really did kind of have at least some conversation with not only with Quad A, the local balloon club, but also with AIBF, the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. Yes?
Yes.
I was going to say, was that a question to Matt or to me? Or
Yeah, it's kind of just confirming what was there. So, Matt Guthrie, president of the board of directors of the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, joining us here live tonight. He's going to be back on Tuesday morning. We'll talk more about all things Balloon Fiesta. But Matt, thanks for coming down and talking to us about Fast Track tonight. And when you talk to him the next time, give those guys our best. We'll be looking forward to them next year.
Thank you very much for having me, and I will pass on the message.
And I think we're getting Matt out just in time for his parking meter as well.
I don't know what meter he found, but on Sundays the meters are free, I thought. So maybe I'll end up with a ticket. I don't. Hey, so one of the things that we are doing, Glenn, and you know this, to help fill those voids and of people that people are having about Balloon Fiesta here is Balloon Fiesta always has had a great variety of merchandise, swag, souvenirs, whatever terminology you want to put on that. And this year is no exception. And you know, there's a very long lead time in some of that stuff. So we have a lot of things for 2020 that were made before we actually made the decision to postpone. So we have put all of that online. You cannot go to our physical gift shop. It's closed. But we've put all that stuff online. And so you can go shopping at balloonfiestastuff.com. balloonfiestastuff.com. That's the online store. And here's just a small sampling of some of the things that we have available. You see clothing across the top. Near the right, there is a Balloon Fiesta Siesta t-shirt with the Fiesta mask and its 2020 mask on it. And as we get a little closer on there, you'll see there's some balloons just kind of taking that siesta right there with a see you in 2021. This shirt has been extremely popular. I can't tell you how many times we've reordered. Seems like we're having a hard time keeping it in stock, but it is really a really nice shirt, and everybody has fallen in love with the artwork on that shirt as well. All kinds of other work. We have our poster. We have poster in a little metal print. We've got pins, including the Balloon Fiesta Live pin from this year and last year. There's the poster right there in the metal print size. It comes in the full serigraph size as well. There's a great puzzle right there, 550-piece puzzle. The official patches, coffee mugs with the 2020 medallion on it. And then that colorful stemware and mugs, etc., those are not dated, all available, just some of the things that are available on balloonfiestastuff.com. And to make it even better for you, and to thank you for watching Balloon Fiesta Live, we have a coupon code for you. So once you register on the site and you fill up your shopping cart with stuff from balloonfiestastuff.com, go over to where it says apply coupon code and put in the coupon code BFLive. That will get you 10% off almost everything in your cart. Siesta merchandise not included, calendars not included. Calendars are already discounted almost 50%. So we're not giving you another discount on top of that. There's the Balloon Fiesta Live pin right above that great Fiesta patch, as well as the rest of the pins, and there's a couple magnets there as well. So lots of great stuff, and a hint, tomorrow morning, as soon as we start this show at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, we're going to be releasing a new limited edition special item. So you want to make sure that you're watching us at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning as soon as we get the show started. Yeah, the item is going to be so popular, it's going to sell out fast, so you want to be sure and be tuned in at 7 o'clock in the morning.
There is, I think, and I don't know what this new product is, I have a hint, and I think there is precedent for it selling out very, very quickly if it is what I think it is. And that segment we just did, by the way, is what I've been calling our QVC, or our Shop at Home segment. So Art's doing a masterful job with that, by the way.
Well, and you know, when we do Balloon Fiesta Live, normally we don't usually talk much about it because people are out there, people are buying it, etc. Yeah, but again, we have all this merchandise now, and Balloon Fiesta is a nonprofit organization, believe it or not, a 501c3 organization, corporation, and we get our income from that. With no sponsorship, with no people coming to the field, we are surviving on the sales in our shop right now. So we definitely appreciate you supporting Balloon Fiesta, helping us stay solvent so that we can bring you a 2021. I think we're going to be okay, but it certainly would help if you go to the store and spend some money there. We would certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm not dissing what we're doing, and I understand. I understand. But it keeps, every time we do that, I feel like suddenly I've turned the channel over to QVC or one of the Shop at Home networks. It's just great fun.
Oh, one of the guys in the office the other day called it that we were going to do this as an infomercial. So I guess that lines right up.
Yeah. Absolutely. But wait, if you order before midnight tonight.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mention that there is a different daily deal every single day.
There you go.
Today's deal is this pilot hat that I'm wearing, the tan pilot hat. And so Goonie Balloony is modeling it there. So that's the deal. It's only $20 today until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then something else goes on sale tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Goonie, by the way, also has one of those Fiesta Siesta masks on it. That's another item we can't keep in stock. It's just...
Yeah, and I'm feeling a little of the social distancing right now because, you know, normally when you and I are side by side on the rooftop studio, if a vendor comes up with merchandise or even someone with some of the official Fiesta merchandise, there's always two, one for you, one for me. And I'm suddenly feeling left out here in Louisiana. Just saying. Just saying.
Hey, just remember, there's a package that's being delivered to an envelope, actually, to your house tomorrow.
I know.
And I checked the tracking number.
I got my Fiesta Siesta shirt, so I appreciate that.
There you go. So, hey, we just saw another picture of the glow happening out there on the west side live here in Albuquerque tonight. This would have been a glow night, and we did have a fabulous glow. Of course, after the glow, we followed that up with a pyrotechnics jump from Fast Tracks and some fabulous fireworks. So let's take a look at what that looked like.
So we're about ready to do another all burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all burn. This is for the photo.
Photo op, get the burners on.
Light those balloons up.
There's timepiece. So I talked about that first balloon glow where I was out on the crown for that first all burn.
Yeah.
And what a feeling that was. Another phenomenon happened at that first one as well. When we were done with the glow, all 250 balloons, whatever it was, said, okay, we're done. Let's all deflate at the same time.
Right.
So we let this tremendous amount of hot air go. And of course, hot air rises. It has to be replaced with something. So all this air from around the field came rushing into the balloon.
Yeah.
It was like all of a sudden this windstorm hit. We had no idea that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And the balloons are rocking and rolling everywhere. So we've learned from that. And so now what you'll see is we tend to take the balloons down in
a few at a time. Yeah, they kind of take down random.
So
okay, we're going to do another twinkle burn, I think. That's what the Balloon Meister's calling for.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, twinkles!
Is that the Bears? The two matching balloons right there?
Yes, it is. Right there in the center.
Yeah, Ray and Dave Bear. There they are.
And then there's the balloon that looks very similar, and at quick glance, you think it's a third one. He's out there next to him as well, I think. And those two balloons are identical.
They are identical,
yes. I've asked Ray. In fact, I think it's balloon number 6 and 7, if I remember correctly, that have been built to that identical pattern. All burn. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn.
Live inside the team Fast Track's jump plane. You can see the suit lights already turned on.
The feed. We're seeing you.
There's a wave from the two pilots.
That's Matt
Thumbs
Guthrie
in
the plane up there. Matt is on the board of directors here. In fact, he's the member of the board of directors that made the arrangements to help us bring Fast Tracks in both last year and again this year.
So he gets to fly with them, huh?
He gets to fly up there and see what it looks like from the sky this year.
Lucky Matt.
There's the plane. The plane, the plane, the plane. A Cessna 208 Grand Caravan.
Look at the leg packs. Those are the
that's
look
the
at
pyrotechnics. I think there's 35 pounds in each one of those, I think he told me.
There's the aircraft overhead.
Yep.
Should be getting pretty close to jump now. There, in fact,
there
they go.
There,
looks like number 1 and 2 are out.
Yep. There's number 3.
There goes jumper number 3. And in fact, there they are, high overhead. We can see them from the rooftop here.
They're not even all the way out of the plane yet. They're going crazy down here.
Yep. We're going to do an all burn for the jumpers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All burn.
That's got to be a nice view from up in the sky.
Let's see what the helmet cam as he looks down.
Well, you can see, is that one of the balloons? No, I can't tell.
Yeah, it's picking up a couple there. Kind of get the other shoots as well. Of course, right now they're just those red in the sky. Of course, as soon as I say that,
there goes the pyrotechnics,
there goes
the first of the fireworks. Only 3 of the jumpers at the moment using the pyrotechnics. The 4th is that little red dot that's up higher, and that is our helmet cam operator who's giving us our great aerial shots. There, he lights off the pyrotechnics now too.
So first one out of the plane was Larry Compton. Up next, Nate Moore, followed by Kevin Engel, and with the helmet cam, Dimitri Dadik.
There, look at that great view from in the air, looking at the jumpers ahead. You can see
lights of Albuquerque,
and you can see the orange glow from their suit lights when you see that the hand on the shroud lines there.
And I saw Balloon Fiesta Park down in the lower part of that picture. They're watching that. They're going to come in right near the main stage.
I was going to see if I can get any kind of a decent shot. I don't have my camera up here tonight.
Look at that. Just formation flying, coming down and around. Selection.com, of course, providing and making it possible for us to have this live helmet cam for us. As they did last year, we appreciate Selection.com making this happen.
Perfect formation flying. Look at that. Just
Yeah.
It's like watching a giant.
And in the lower left, you see there. Every time I point it out, it goes away.
Yeah.
In the lower left there, that you could just see the darkness of the field surrounded by the light. There it was down there as he looked away. So you can see the kind of
just in the lower left of the frame there. There you see
right
one of the balloons.
Yep.
Yeah, that's our XTO balloon just lighting up.
That's the XTO balloon we see lighting up.
And we're just a little bit in front of that. So here come some of the fireworks.
I'm loving the crowd noise and enthusiasm.
I was going to say the crowd's really into the show this evening.
Yeah, they can definitely see the field and see the lights on the field as looking down through the pyrotechnics in the sky onto the field and our balloons that have lit up for our skydivers. I love these fireworks in the sky.
I know. It's really awesome to see them do this.
And I'm glad they jump every night event for us because we get to watch both the monitor and the sky live. It's kind of, get to see it from multiple perspectives.
Years ago at the event in Danville, Illinois, I used to do, we had the Flying Elvises for a few years, jumped in there, of course, from the movie fame.
Yep.
And and their show was pretty awesome, but this is just spectacular. This Team Fast Tracks really is unique. It's interesting.
That's kind of, that would fly through the fireworks.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see how those fireworks are shooting off to both sides, I guess coming out of those leg packs, but firing off out to the side of them as they make their way down.
And then they exit the pattern.
Yep, our first jumper, and you see the pyrotechnics going out.
Another one,
Now you see just the two little lighted suits. Look like two little, actually toy Santas almost, all just bright red as they're making their final turns down to the field. Listen to the crowd.
Yes.
Love those suit lights.
Yeah, look at those suits. Coming right in by the cannon balloon, the Phillips 66 balloon with the lights on. Jumper number 1 is down. There he is.
Here comes jumper number 2, turning final.
Right by the cannon balloon. Yep, another angle coming in and touchdown.
Yeah, he's safe.
Fast Tracks likes to slide in.
They do like this, yeah. A lot of teams try to do stand-up landing,
but
these guys love to come in and just slide. Do a little slalom landing.
Yeah.
Here we go, watch this.
There's number 3.
Like that. And here comes
and
our
the helmet cam.
This is a great view. Watch him come in to land.
There's the others. And touchdown.
Team Fast Tracks. Wow.
I think the crowd said it for us, don't
you? Yeah, I think you can really hear how much they enjoyed that tonight.
That is fabulous. That was great.
So, here comes the aircraft, landing lights on, making a zoom over the field. There we go. There he is, and he's coming just
and giving us a wave.
Give a little bit of a wing wag wave. Yes, well done, Fast Tracks.
We're waving back up there.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah. Look at those lights on. Yeah, there you go.
Got most of them on, huh?
Those
Just incredible fireworks, huh?
Yeah. It's funny because it's one of the rare times I've had a chance to really watch the fireworks, because usually once they start, we're done on the rooftop studio, and I'm trying to get down, get in and get out, beat traffic getting out, since we have an early morning call the next morning. So I'm usually watching the fireworks out on one side of the window as I'm trying to drive out of the park on the golf cart and then back to the hotel. So it's kind of fun. Although that wasn't the entire show, because that Afterglow fireworks show is really, really spectacular. Well worth staying for if you've never seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen fireworks like I know you have as well, all around the world, and it's really, I think this is the best fireworks ever anywhere, is right here at Balloon Fiesta. And you're right, that was only a piece of the show that we brought to you tonight. And as good as our video crew is, video still doesn't do fireworks justice. No, it doesn't. You can capture it really well in still photography. Joey Scarpinato, who we were talking about earlier, one of our crew guys and new pilot, is excellent at doing that. He usually captures some great fireworks shots. I've used many of them in Ballooning Magazine over the years, but that's really a part of the show. It's well worth staying for in the evenings, and maybe I sound a bit hypocritical saying that, because I'm usually beating feet to get out of there, but we have to be back at usually dark 30 the next morning on Monday morning, and so we have long nights or short nights and early mornings out there at Balloon Fiesta, which has made this really, really nice. It's so great to sleep in, just get up and walk down the hall is the only commute that I have to make each morning. So it's pretty cool. That's really tough. I have a drive that's just about as far to the studio here as it is to Balloon Fiesta Field. It's a little bit, well, as we said earlier, less traffic. Yeah, that's it. There's less traffic. Yeah. Certainly am not getting up quite as early, although tomorrow morning it's going to be like getting up just like Balloon Fiesta again, because I'm going to be doing some local news here in Albuquerque tomorrow. We'll be on live between 5 and 7 tomorrow on KOB Channel 4, if you pick that up anywhere, if you're in the Albuquerque metro area or their viewing area, because we're going to talk about merchandise, and we're going to talk about that new special limited edition item that we're revealing at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're going to tease it. We're going to talk about it. We're actually going to show it on TV about 5 minutes before we show it right here on Balloon Fiesta Live. Well, heavy hangs the hat or the crown of stardom, I suppose. So I'll let you do the getting up early, and I'll just come wandering down the hall. Just make sure you're on the line, because I won't have time to do any checks with you and that kind of stuff. So I'll be here. There you go. I know you will. And you know who else will be here? The fabulous folks at Studio 519. All the video from last year and the year before that we're showing you tonight, put together by Windfire Productions. They are the same folks who are running Public Access Comcast Channel 27, ABQ Studio 519. We are in their studios right now, and we've got the same crew. So all those folks that you remember working with the last couple of years, they're all here on their shifts as they were before, working with us. We are the first live show in this studio since these guys have taken it over. So it's really great to have all these guys back with us and just have the quality production that that you've come to expect from Balloon Fiesta Live. There's a kind of a wide shot of the whole studio there. Yeah, I said earlier, it's a good thing we don't have a wide shot of my studio, because it doesn't look nearly as nice or as organized. It's pretty crowded on the desk. I've got lights and cameras and 7 different monitors here on my desktop, so it's a little busy around here. Yeah, and I don't have nearly as much. Well, I guess I have a different kind of space up here. It's wider and not as deep as the rooftop studio is. But yeah, great people, and I can wear short sleeves, and all that stuff's kind of nice as well. Hey, maybe we can do next year from that studio and just put the cameras up on the rooftop. You know, as fun as this is, and as nice as this is, there's something when the show is over, it is so quiet in here. And, you know, at Balloon Fiesta, okay, the show's over, but there's still all this activity out on the field in front of you. So I am missing that kind of activity out there. And even when I come in, it's kind of like, okay, yep, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in 5 hours, you know, and get things ready and that kind of stuff. But it's just, you're just missing that activity on the field.
Yeah, it's that camaraderie that we all feel as balloonists out there at Albuquerque, and certainly I'm missing it too. Even though it's great working with you in this format and with our guys from Windfire Production, the great team that's always down in the truck there when we're at the rooftop studio, but it's not the same as being seated, beside you at the table that we broadcast from there on the rooftop studio, and having the folks from the sales office come up and say hello, and the guests that we have that come up to the tower or the rooftop studio, as we call it nowadays. It's not the same. It's great that we could do this, and this is great fun. I'm really enjoying it, but I do miss that camaraderie and being out there in Albuquerque. So I joke about it would be nice to do it from the studio, but there's no place like up on that rooftop studio. And we actually have the best view of anyone at Balloon Fiesta. There is no better place from which to watch Balloon Fiesta than our rooftop studio.
And then by the time you add in the cameras that we put all around the field, we bring you the best views, I think. Matt was saying here as we were doing that glow, that wave glow earlier tonight, he says, this is really cool. I've never seen this happen that way. Because he's on a tower somewhere, or he's somewhere and he has one view. And for us to be able to provide all those camera shots, it really works out well.
Well, so even for us to see fast tracks, to be in the aircraft with them and then to be flying down with them, that's something that you don't see, even if you're there at Balloon Fiesta in the park, unless you're watching one of our monitors and seeing our feed.
I don't know whether you caught it or not, but when they were still in the plane and they looked up towards the pilot, there was a guy who turned around from the right seat and waved. That was actually Matt in the plane.
Yeah, I remember that being Matt last year. Yeah. And I loved hearing Maury Sullivan's comment when we were in the middle of the glow when he said the fans are demanding an all burn.
Well, that's the other piece. All the radio communication and the closeness we have of those folks this morning when we had Dawn Patrol show on, and you're listening to the radio calls, and those people go on and on. Towards the end of the week, you'll remember that we got access to Pilot's Briefing as well. So we're going to have some of that as we move towards the end of the week as well.
Outstanding, yeah. It's not the same as being there. There's nothing like being there, that's for sure.
No. But the idea is, can we bring the next best thing? And hopefully we're doing that. And thank you for joining us online at YouTube and Facebook, balloonfiesta.com, wherever you may be watching us for. Thanks for doing that. Be sure and share those feeds. We want to get lots of folks watching this, keep our numbers up. Was meant to tell you earlier, about midday today, we had about 130,000 views so far in just 3 shows. So people are continuing to watch as they have when we were live at the event, and so things are still good there.
When we were doing the other live.
The other live, yeah. Let's not get confused. Hey, last minute pitch for our merchandise. Again, balloonfiestastuff.com. That's the online store. There's the Balloon Fiesta Siesta shirt. We can't seem to keep that in stock, so just keep checking. If it shows out of stock, we keep putting more in. Keep reordering. I can't tell you how many reorders we've done. Lots of great stuff there at balloonfiestastuff.com, and the coupon code BFLive, all one word, BFLive, gets you 10% off on most everything in your cart. There's all kinds of things, the full poster, the metal print there, calendars that have 40 minutes of embedded video in them. So from our official photographers and some Balloon Fiesta Live stuff, 40 minutes in that calendar. So even when we're not around doing things, you can just point your phone or your iPad or your tablet at the calendar and get yourself a little balloon fix right by having a calendar. And they're on sale for $5 this week.
I got to get on there and get some of that blue drinkware. Cobalt blue in particular is my favorite color. And seeing that, I need to get on and do a little shopping myself. Maybe do that as soon as we sign off.
I'm really liking this red and this kind of beer mug here. This is
there
really
you go,
good.
Showing off. Yeah, I see. Right
well, that's the way it is, you know. It's So great stuff. Do that, and don't forget tomorrow, 7 a.m. a new special limited edition item coming your way. Be here at 7 o'clock. Glen Moyer, good night.
Time. Good night, Art. See you tomorrow.
All right, take care. Thanks for watching.
You've been watching Balloon Fiesta Live, Siesta Edition, powered by XTO Energy, a subsidiary of ExxonMobil. Always in October and always in Albuquerque, the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is the world's premier ballooning event. Make plans now to join us in person in 2021 for the 49th version of Balloon Fiesta. Thanks for watching Balloon Fiesta Live. This program is a production of AIBF Inc.